Hi again guys, it's John here from Less Pests, and I'm just another video to show you my night vision shooting setup, or my night shooting setup. So again, we've got our CZ455, we've got a Nite Wolf, which is a kit by a company in England, Nite, which is really good, and we've got a laser rangefinder. So I'm just going to show you really the setup on that. So in the Nite kit, and hoping you can see all this. I'll just bring the camera down. So the Nite kit comes with all you need really to connect it to your rifle. So we've got a big battery to keep you going for hours, and then we've got a smaller battery which you can strap on to the scope. So we'll just show you the setup of that, so we'll just can put the camera in a better position. Okay, so the first thing we can do is we can connect on. This is the actual Nite screen, and on the front here you've got the LEDs. So there's three models available: the Viper, the Wolf, and the Eagle. The Wolf has got 3 LEDs, and the Eagle has got 5. So it just really affects the range of the distance that you can see into the night. So first of all, slacken this little knob on the clip. There's a couple of different clips come with it. So you've got a narrow or an 18mm scope. You can use a smaller connection to go on there, but mine's 22mm or 25, so that just goes into the little connection on top. I'm sure you can see there roughly, and just tighten that off in position. And then this lead you can sort of prepare, wind round, keeping it out of the way of the bolt, and that's step one. Then you've got different collars available. As you can see here, depending on your scope, then you'll need different sizes, but this is the one I use here. So getting back to the gun, so you take this and you slide it on the end of your scope, and if you've got a diopter adjustment, you need to make sure and not turn that, or it'll bring your reticle out of focus. So you push this rubber boot on, just push it right up as far as you can. That fits on the end. And then you've got this camera module, and that plugs into your scope, and that then shows the picture of what your eye would normally see on the screen. So you just push that in here, take the lead from your Nite camera, and you plug it into the AV port. Yeah, so you can see here you've got a NS. Sorry, I have it actually plugged in the wrong hole at the minute. So that goes into NS for Nite, and you can see the other port there for your power, and then you've got the power button. Okay, so in terms of power, then you either connect a small battery pack which will velcro around the scope tube, or what I generally use is the bigger battery pack and put that in my pocket with an extension lead then going between the two. So the extension lead just plugs into the battery and then into your Nite sight. So we'll just plug that into our Nite sight camera. Okay, and that's pretty much your Nite sight set up already. So you got the camera into the scope tube, and the wire going to the camera, and this just the amount of infrared coming out of the LEDs. So if you're in daylight, you won't actually need any. So the last thing in the setup is the laser rangefinder. So this little rangefinder, I got it off eBay off a guy called Custom Rifle Scopes, I believe, Custom Rifle Scopes UK, and you can actually get one from Nite now that does connect out the side, but I've bought this one and it clips in the side here. So I just need to loosen this wee connection underneath, and that lets that click into that wee reel. That clicks in there, and then you've got this button, like a power button, a mode button. So what I do is I just wrap it around some of my turrets and basically bring it down beside the trigger. So on the side of the gun, you might have noticed in the previous video of a wee patch of Velcro, and that just sticks there. So now this means when my hand's in here, I just have this ready to go. So my hand's sitting here ready at the trigger, and I can just put it up, press the button on the rangefinder, and that'll actually turn on the rangefinder so we can get range. press and hold and turn it off with the same finger, so I don't actually have to come reaching to the rangefinder and so on. So that's really good. So that's a really good idea, because you can just keep all your hands where they should be, where you need them to be. And so it is actually pretty simple, and it's very effective. So I have actually ordered off eBay a new camera for here, which has an SD card slot and a wee record button. So that's the plan, to record some video for you guys that'll let you see what's going on at night. That'll be being recorded through this little video recorder here. So any questions, just ask there on that setup, but it's very effective, and that's what I use at night for my night shooting. So in terms of cost for this sort of setup, you can pretty much, I got the Nite sight off eBay. I'm a great fan of eBay, but it was about £500 at the time. Now you might get it for less, because there's a new R-Tech version out which has the recording gear and all on it. But certainly, yeah, £500 in the order of that sort of price would be enough to spend to get you this sort of a setup. And then obviously if you want to add the rangefinder, I can't remember now how much it was, around the £200 mark at the most. So all in all, not a bad price for a good night vision shooting setup. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think, or let me know what sights and things you guys use for night shooting. Maybe some of you guys are already on thermal, and that would be interesting to hear about as well. At some point I might be tempted to go with thermal vision, but at the moment this is doing the job very well, and I look forward to posting some videos for you guys to show you some of my shooting in action. So thanks for watching again, and any questions just post them down below and I'll get right back to you with an answer as soon as I can. And thanks for watching, and of course subscribe and drop your comments in below. Thanks for watching, bye bye now.